Oh yeah, we here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. NAVI versus Secret, an important one as well. Pycat. One of these teams can guarantee themselves the upper bracket by slaying the other. Here is a case of who's it going to beat, though. And I mean, we were kind of looking at this draft at the end. You messaged me. You kind of saw the Slark coming. It's V2 and it's NAVI. Is it that final oomph to go with these other two combos that puts them over the edge, or do you just have to bow down to the almighty Phantom Assassin?
I mean, I was a little bit surprised because I feel like it was kind of telegraphed by the bans. I feel like if you watched Navi play, then you kind of know that they want to go for this hero. Not really bad by pretty much any of these heroes. Pretty decent Slark game. The Timber matchup can become like two-sided. Definitely be a pretty Slark game, and I feel like Navi really got what they wanted. I don't feel like the Chen has really picked. There's the Mirana, but they don't really have that much to stop if Navi group up and start to ball up. Gonna be pretty hard for Secret to fight on this lead.
Yeah, it looks like Secret's here is like operationally they're more independent, right? Like a DK can rotate, make some things happen. The PA just farm up, Timber can absorb space, but when you talk about that 5-on-5,
always want to fly. In general, they might be in for a rough one here. The puppy boot. Oh,
General's gonna die. Oh, Fairy Fire will keep him up. The decay might still get him.
Sticks.
Looks like Puppy decides it's not worth it. He's like, no, the message has been sent. I am against double strength heroes. Bow down.
This lane might be pretty dicey for Navi.
It's something you don't really think about until recently, right? Like, Undying hasn't necessarily been that much of a popular pick until recently, while the Mars plus Phoenix combo has kind of been the go-to whenever you're thinking Mars, right?
Nice try.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this Undying pick, I feel like it very rarely works. I've seen. There are a few games every now and then where they hear. So far, it's kind of like one of them. They don't really have any. Slark is not bad, but not the fastest.
Yeah, well, inside Secret, when it comes to that egg, they are going to have the Mirana. I guess the Mars can mess with it a little bit, but the Mars is the one being messed with right now. As he's going to try and run into the tree line. We'll get the salve off. Probably no over his life. Wait, oh, what?
Ooh. Lost his mango. This is going to be kind of awkward for Puppy. He has a sentry on the curry. He wants out. Now he's going to be this kind of useless.
He's going to be dead.
Here.
He's gone. Alright, well, we're starting to see why the Undying, it can be a little bit of a finicky one, right? Like, if you get that kill, this looks like a completely different lane. But now giving that over to this combo, it could get a little bit dicey for Secret in this top lane.
Yeah, because once you get the Fire Spirits up, like the balance shifts a little bit. Flying can't really trade efficiently. Have both on the mark. Testing them, it's not really going to be the same anymore. You've had your chance to kill, or at least to kind of in terms of HP. And now that kind of falls a little bit off.
And when you look at the other lanes, I mean, Navi, they're doing reasonably well, right? Like, you actually look at mid, Iceberg's one getting a few denies in, bot as well. It's going to be a good lane for Slark being up against this Timber sword.
Yeah, I think this is one of. I don't know. I've seen played like a couple different ways. Some people who just you don't even go that heavy into active armor early on, but rather max the other spells. Try to harass the Slark. Make sure he can't trade efficient.
Makes sense. I mean, if you feel kind of counted out by the reactive armor side of things anyway, right? Like, why would you double down when you know Essence Shift is just going to spree?
Yeah, with that said, this build though from V2, that almost impossible. He bring her to Rask, and he's got the Chen, so Vision is. Yeah, I don't really know that you can get.
Well, sometimes you kind of forget about this item, right? Like, you remember when it first came out, and it was just you start the game as like an offlane of Ring of Trask, and you're unkillable. Got kind of battered into the ground and seemed to be more or less ignored for the most by everyone since then.
Yeah, I feel like carries pick it up every now and then, like Terrorblade, Slark. couple heroes. Sort of extra bump in it.
Oh, pressure on him, but Timmerman, he might go down. He's got nowhere to run. He maybe always want to fly, but if he goes down in response, it looks like Puppy's got the blocks, though. General needs to be careful himself now, because they could reinitiate as the Sal's been used on Timmerman. Let's jump in. Spear to get him away isn't going to be good enough. It's going to be a double kill for Puppy.
Alright.
Invisibility.
Dying strikes back.
Now he just needs to get a crap ton of mangoes brought out with that new influx of cash. Courier's on the way. We'll go to meet it. So he can kind of keep that bullying up. We can see if he can actually maybe shut down this combo, because this is a greedy combo in terms of XP, right? When you got the Phoenix, you need to make sure you're the ones getting quick levels.
Yeah, this is such a kind of rough time for Matoma. A lot of creeps. Matoma, he needs to get already queuing up the Battle Fury, so kind of knows.
Makes sense when you look at the other cores as well, right? Like, he has to be accelerating his farm. He has to be delivering the clicks, not late game. Puppy being clicked onto is going to be brought down.
Yeah, I think the first death was kind of awkward for Puppy, but I think this one actually helps him.
Yeah, when he comes out, when he respawns, he's going to have all of the regen, so he'll be able to actually sustain there, instead of just being the situation where he's a liability, he can't protect Timberman, can't protect himself.
Yeah, it's pretty much the last thing you want. Don't really want to be a liability. A lot of the reason is open the lane.
Well, pick on a Chen. Seems that although they can't really pressure V2, if they just go straight for the Chen, it seems like an easy enough pick right now, especially considering he still doesn't have boots and has no intention of picking them up.
Yeah, I remember a game which was sort of similar for, I think it was Roger, I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like there was this one game where there was like no impact from the Chen. And so far, aside from kind of the healing and kind of help the Slark in lane, we haven't really seen much Roger. I guess a lot of it's going to come down to stacking. For Iceberg.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't get screwed with too much by the Mirana, because of course it is in Yapzor's best interest not only stop those stacks, but being able to take away the big creeps constantly with the arrow. As is present here.
Yeah, and now you can see he's just going to be self-sustainable down here in the bottom lane.
This kill, I don't know if it's going to happen, but Timmerman, he's going to jump in, always want to fly, will go down, but Timmerman's still alive though in general. Got the spear on cooldown, 1 more second he'll have it. He will be able to get it.
And then you get the blur there. He was going to have the spear in it.
Yeah, and he's got the soul rip, so he'll be fine, but General definitely getting the better side of this lane so far.
Yeah, he's slightly behind Matoma, but he's definitely happy. He's halfway to 6. Actually, Matoma Man is also... They're just about even.
Yeah, it's the fact that he's kind of bogging Matoma Man down while V-Tune is free to do what he wants in the bot lane so far.
The arrow connects.
Coming in. Clean up. General's gone. Always want to fly. He did show mid, so it made it a little bit obvious that they could actually get away with that, considering Iceberg is just back clearing up those stacks Roger has made.
And it seems like Anisha done well in this mid lane. Quite a bit ahead of us before stacks. From just went through like a triple stack, and he's still kind of DK. Also pressuring his hard arrow.
They got damage, they might. 1 more hit will do it, they bring him down. 1 point stunts. Nice easy setup for those arrows to Yapzor in general. Still not level 6, so being in this mid lane just feels like a detriment, because now he was pressuring PA.
The Navi, like, I feel like they really want this. It becomes like a really strong playmaker. One item becomes really active. Scurries around the map.
Yeah, while the PA won't want to fight for at least a few minutes past that point is the idea here. So it's kind of important that once Navi have that first item, they need to find a way to group up and make some plays. And once they have their 6s, you can see that should be fairly easy. Problem right now,
mid tower though.
Yeah, that's the problem, is like getting there. Like XP-wise, Secret have definitely got the better side of this first 10 minutes. It's just allowing them to do this.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Puppy hasn't got the new skin. What's that? The new skin, they just added it with the season, the new season plus. It's like a Spartan type thing. It was the only skin I wanted. Guess how many packs it took me to get it?
5?
There's 11 in total.
Okay.
It took me 11.
Not too bad.
It took me the whole 11 to get my hands on it. My precious Dota shards that clearly are a measure of my Dota capabilities, okay, were very heavily bitten into by that. God damn it.
I mean, I haven't really been like the biggest fan of medics in general. Just I'm more about the playing the game, but there are some I feel like there are some cosmetics that they make the game a little bit better. Make playing the game a little bit more fun.
Yeah, the most obvious ones are taunts, right? Like, we all love some good taunts. Like Kunkka, you know, it's a great hero, but once you get the dance, it just feels 10 times more enjoyable.
Yeah, I don't know. Some taunts, I feel like they're okay. Some taunts are...
Some are really weird, like the lifestealer one. Oh, Puppy. Thunder baits him in, but the arena's going to go down. And Iceberg's free to clean up 1 kill. Nisha might be in trouble as well, as Yapso has no way of assisting him anymore with the arrow on cooldown. Nisha will burn down and be killed off. Turn around, maybe try and look towards side. The egg is going to be forced out. Iceberg in a lot of trouble. He's going to drag him to make sure he cannot return. But the damage is still going to be there. Zai able to move away, so they waste the egg for nothing.
Yeah, very nice by side to help out. Kill an Iceberg.
Oh no, the Chen creeps. He loses most of them. Yapso might lose his life though. Spearthrower is good enough.
Yeah, but this is the thing. The Chen, he not even those.
My thrift
I feel like once you get this army, you get this diffuse part. I feel like you have a pretty strong team fight. Be able to hold the map kind of decently. You're gonna have your timing with the orchids on the storm. Gonna be a diffusal on Slark. Of course, the egg level 2 is also gonna be a timing. NAVI definitely have some good.
Yeah, and we see as long as they can try and find fights where Zai isn't, it's quite easy for them to take an advantage, right? Like I think that's the only kryptonite they have right now, is a lot of these heroes hate playing into the Timbersaw.
Yeah, in before Phoenix gets Vessel and a couple points in Stun Ray, Timber is kind of hard to deal with.
I need to go for this build. I just keep seeing this more and more just casually on offlaners at the moment. It seems like the stat value is just too high to pass up.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people earn for like the extra damage.
Under attack. Radiant structures are.
I guess the build-up is also very nice now with the circle.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just 1.5 mana regen, like for that type of kind of money investment, feels really nice as well. A lot of these heroes are a bit more mana demanding.
Just trading tier 1. He's just getting close enough.
Dire's top tower.
It should just be easy to find kind of casual pickoffs. Because now that the Hand of God is there for NAVI, it should be a little bit harder to burst through these targets quickly. Because outside the Timber, you might be lacking in that instant kind of burst of damage, right? Your PA isn't going to want to fight anytime soon, after all.
I think the last time I saw Matomaman play PA, game with like the 3 rapiers.
I think so. Was that not the one where he decided that if he gives his opponent enough rapiers, then his opponent's hero is going to be worthless, and he can just get his rapiers back?
No, actually, okay, the last time... Okay, yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, it's where he kept giving rapiers over to a Faceless Void until Faceless Void had no attack speed and nothing.
Yeah, that was against the Lions, right?
Yeah, and then he was like, okay, now I will have those rapiers back. Thank you very much for holding on to them, buddy. Now, if you'd done that to a Slark, oh, that would be on a similar level to doing it to a Faceless Void, right?
Yeah, I mean, yes, Slark does not really enjoy having rapiers. Like, not really the best. I mean, it's okay, but he's not really the best rapier.
I like how this is how we will now measure Matumba Man's PA performances. How many rapiers does he need to give his opponent to break them?
I mean, it's a pretty kind of, you know, it's sort of a fascinating little.
It's a unique way to win a game of Dota, you know?
Just overload the enemy carry so that he doesn't have any more item slots, normal items. He only has rapiers, and then kill him, you win.
It's like that teammate that tells you the reason he fed his lane is so that you can then go kill them and you'll get loads of XP and gold, right? It's like, this is part of the strategy. We're going to give them that overconfidence and then they're worth a lot of money.
Now, harvest.
Get returns later.
Yeah.
Top lane. The man got found. He cancelled the TP. I don't think a Vortex there, right? He just cancelled the TP.
I think, yeah, he might have, but, you know, General was probably close enough for this here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nicely done. Cheeky little pick off. They did, of course, use the arena to make sure there's no response, but now with the Superman down, it's not like Secret can go make a play to create space for him. Instead, you can see Navi just starting to absorb this top area.
One thing I kind of like here is, I feel like most Undyings, all I see them with is Tranquil Boots, and maybe, you know, maybe a Ring of Assist if they're lucky enough. But Puppy's actually, he's kind of close to this mech here. Gonna be a bit more tanky, not just pull down all that easily. Fight some more fights. Might have some mana issues with Slark, but
overall, it's just, like you said, it's impressive that Undying has something. Like, you know, you compare these two pos 5s, you'd expect the Chen to have more gold in him at this stage of the game. But it's just something about the way Secret play. Puppy, he always finds that extra bit of change in his pocket.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm kind of worried for Secret by the Slark. It was kind of unchecked.
Blocking here, ready to fight with Phoenix now here. Nice body block, V2. Bodyguarding his Phoenix. Egg's gonna go down. Diffuse will use. Nisha dragged in. They can't get rid of the egg. Zaya's deep inside, trying to actually distract them. Nisha's gonna be zoned away. Puppy is gonna burst it through and drop, as he will be brought down. They do commit the arena in the end. I don't know if they can get more out of this though. Diffusal has been thrown out to Zaya. Oh no, that is. I actually feel for General there. How does that not hit any of those trees?
I just had to check in case Nisha I had used it.
It's just look at, I mean, it's like the trees, they are bending to the side, right?
I was pretty certain. I was just like, oh, about to get
regeneration.
No clapping occurring here, but it's enough that they will feel confident about going into the pit, it seems.
Yeah, I think in these fights, hard to deal with the Slark. The way I think Secret deal with the Slark is by killing his teammate. Removing this Chen and leave from the equation, like Thunderman gets Desolator, and they can start jumping these targets and then holding them how the fight happens. I think that's a way where past that point, then Slark can't really stay in the fight any longer, fight all these heroes, but killing the Slark is incredibly difficult. Very easy to target pack most of these. Oh, the only real stun is Dragon Tail and then the arrow, and kind of hard to get these onto Slark.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, unless you blink right in his face and stun him, it's unlikely you're going to be able to actually chain stun V2 up. And even if you do, it's the fact that he's got this double heal, right? He's got the Sun Ray, he's got the Hand of God, you've got this big kind of zonal denial with the egg in the arena. It's very hard for Secret to control the ebb and flow of these fights.
Yeah, it's just so far so good, I think, for Navi. About to complete Vessel on the Phoenix. Always on
that tombstone feels awkward. Iceberg, he goes in though. That's got the Aegis, so he doesn't care. He'll just move away. Forces out the Elder Dragon form, the tombstone as well, so they're kind of happy with that. V2 looking to go in now, needs to be a little bit careful, because it looks like the rest of his team does one out. Oh, stun control, good. They bring him low. V2, he's gone. They burst through him. General, the arena is not going to achieve anything. Maybe it stops them from finding more heroes, but considering use the egg, they just jump back in and look for more. Roger just tries to distract Nisha. They'll hunt back towards the back line and look to see if they can find Iceberg, who's low on mana. They've already cleaned up the bird. Chen's going to fall as well. Iceberg now out of mana. They do have eyes on him, but it looks like he's far enough away they cannot punish further.
And, you know, I take back everything I just said. The only way to kill Slark is to kill But they kind of thought they were safe on this high ground. Have this ward up here, so they choose to take that fight in. That they have vision here. Yeah, you see the Slark. Yeah, he dies like I think at last point something second of that stun. Doesn't get the Shadow Dance off.
Radiant's bottom
I'm not sure. I think
tower
Roger might have been a little bit slow there on the heal because it's up. So that might have actually saved the Slark.
I mean, maybe they just didn't expect that much burst damage out of the Timbersaw in that moment, because that was really what sealed the deal there, is he couldn't even hide the Shadow Dance anymore. It was just kind of funny the way that plays out, right? Because everyone else on Navi is kind of determined to move away. They're like, okay, I think this is done. Let's just retreat. And I don't know if V2 was trying to cover their escape or just went into U1 main mode. As that's what I'd probably do now. They'll at least be able to get away with this, but they need to be a little bit careful. I'm going to be targeting Initiate on. They're going to try again on Anisha. They're going to pin him against the wall, but the arrow's going to come through, connect on the Slark, does not back it off. Nisha is still alive. Dragon Tail Stun's going to come out. Nisha will fall. Zai just being ignored for all of this, but General being brought low needs to be careful. The Zombos, they are stacking up quick here. Handigot to try and get them out. Iceberg low on mana, but able to escape. Not committed, but they are the ones who come out a little bit ahead there as they do claim the Dragon Knight's life.
I feel like both these spells in this game, Egg and the Tomb, have quite a lot of value.
Radiant's bottom tower
Could see
is
these
under attack.
focus fights quite a bit around.
It's kind of awkward to use them very well as well, right? Because both sides, they have these kind of elusive heroes. You've got the Timber, the PA on one side, the Mirana, and on the other side, you've got the Slark, the Phoenix, and Storm Spirit. So kind of amassing that CC that can screw them over is a little bit difficult. Zai, they are determined to try and kill this Timber, but it just feels like they're jumping the gun a little.
It looks like Matumba, he decided to go for the BKB first. He's going into the Deso. Feels that he doesn't really want to have to deal with being able to survive the Phoenix as a
Dire's top tower is under attack.
spirit, you know, the fire spirit, all the damage from the air. It's just gonna be kind of nice for him. He'll get that Deso soon.
Radiant are
fighting.
Yes, that case, anyone who gets kind of pinned to the arena wall is probably going to die, right? Like that's the issue Secret has right now. While an Undying can clutch save you to an extent with these heals, it might not be enough, especially with this.
Do you think that Dragon Scale should give twice the value on Dragonite?
Why are we... I mean...
And on, like, other dragons?
Why should he get any value? He's already got plenty of Dragon Scales. Wishes he had more, though. The Vitra has found him out. He's going to be burst through and killed.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So why don't we just take this a step further, right? Like, we just need any hero that IM seems to have some connection to. Like, Iron Talon should give double attack speed. Oh, what? The Aegis has been reclaimed though, so Iceberg is going to play around a little bit, not risk it too much. Reinforcements coming in, but Timberman caught out and killed off.
Yeah, Iceberg with the finds here. Big find. Gets the kill on the DK and the PA by cancelling their ports. All of a sudden, NAVI are looking to get this tier 1 tower bottom. Iceberg is very close now to Bloodstone as well.
He's a hungry boy, so once that Bloodstone's online, you guarantee he's going to be filling it up pretty quickly with the way this game's gone so far.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You have to question, like, where's the response from Secret? They are getting close to having the double BKB because Nisha is just one component off. So that might be kind of their go, right? You get those two BKBs as a way you can fight into Navi.
Yeah, I think if you are
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
grouped up and ready to initiate on the right target, I think 5v5, just it's getting more and more difficult. I always want to fly going for this, but here I really like that he's deciding to try to properly scale here. Level 18 this could be quite the issue for Secret.
Sorry, you just got me thinking about these neutral items more now. It's like the Dragon Scale.
You're trying to see if there are more heroes that
I mean,
like,
they kind of are, right?
added
Like
value.
Clumsy Net for a Meepo, right? Just give him a little AoE net instead.
Yeah, but it's like it's not called Beepo's net. At least the Dragon's Gate, it's got dragon in it.
See if this dragon thick. They're smoked and moving. So they want to set up in prep for when this Roche is next up. Problem is Na'Vi are aware. Always want to fight that step up though, despite this. Alright.
Yeah. And this
That's
is
the golden pick.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, any target that just steps up like this, tank the Dragon Tail to the face and then an arrow.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Pretty much.
Radiant structures are fortified.
He barely saw it, he disappeared so quick. I'm not sure if Iceberg is going back to a darker time, or if this is a misclick, because his next item of choice is another Bloodstone.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
You gotta have the added value of a Bloodstone.
No,
Top of the Bloodstone.
not again. I remember those dark days. Some still do it, where they build like 4 Bloodstones.
Many.
I don't think it's like they changed it, right? So like it's not as valuable as it once was to do this.
Yeah, I do feel like they changed. I recall all
The prize is mine.
sort of dark
Radiant
days.
are scanning.
Take that.
The infinite mana almost Storm Spirit. We'll see if he...
But so there are a lot of these pranksters that they like queuing up.
Well, most of them are hiding it from you, right? The only one who's always been true is Yasuo. I still remember that game where he kept just buying plate mails.
That also sounds like a puppy thing.
I think they all started queuing up plate mails. I can't remember. It was like a minus armor strategy, and instead of building like true items, they were just stacked full of plate mails at the end.
It's a pretty cost-efficient item, to be fair.
Definitely. It's just when you get a late game, you kind of look back and you're like, what do I do with this now? Am I an AC builder? I guess Lotus is always good.
Radiant's middle
Silly
tower
Iceberg
is under
gone
attack.
from the double blood combo.
Imagine if this was later in the game and he just mashed the quick buy item and didn't realize what he had to do. Oh.
The
Whoops.
Rockman he's back once again, waiting for new challengers to fight him.
Dire are scanning.
I think both of these teams quickly. You've got now the EA with Deso. Navi, you have the Alpha Wolf creep. You've got a bunch of chain creeps. Shouldn't take too long for them.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'm just looking at this Hellbear that is kind of... It looks like it's trying to challenge Roche, but is looking the wrong way. Kind of fitting, actually. Liz is wearing a red shirt today, and he looks as built as...
5 Undying. Man, he knows how to scale on his 5s. You gotta give him that.
You just question mark the Phoenix. He simply just all chats, I am strength hero. Oh, okay. Looks like they're going to back up, though. Some awkward AFK issues, apparently. So Secret, they're going to be well postured to try and go in the pit if they want to. It's just it may be a tiny bit risky against the Mars Phoenix combo. I'm actually might Navi smoke up. They got one coming out. It is go time. They are now going to fight towards this high ground, though, because Secret, they've renewed the smoke. They're actually going to walk into drop the
Action.
Be careful, you might get smoke. Puppy. Arrow. Oh, Frostmage's gone to jump in the Puppy. Able to survive for 2 seconds, but is down. General, the BKB activated, needs to use the other Dragon form. There is going to be a Spirit Vessel on top of him, though. General stands his ground. Backline, but Man is hunting, but the egg is going to go down. They turn around, Nisha is first, he's gone. Jump across with a leash on Man, forced to use the BKB and TP away. Will be successful, but the arrow does reveal where Yapsa is. Yes, a triple leap away quickly, which means they've all but forfeited the Roche across the Na'Vi.
On to the pit there for such a long time that Iceberg managed to just win 4-1. Yeah, he died before he got anything free.
That's not a bit awkward. I mean, once the timber cuts through as well, you're just going to burst through you so quickly. It feels like maybe they felt overconfident. We talked so much about Puppy having a decent amount of gold. He can kind of like start these fights, but you just saw him instantly disappear. He didn't even get a chance to really cast any of his proper spells. Like the Flesh Golem and Tombstone went unused.
I mean, he got initiated upon when he was... His team was close by, but just not near enough to actually help him. So when you start the fight just one man down just like that, then the fight does pretty quickly become quite hard.
The real question is it going to become harder or easier if some man does make it to this rapier?
But is opting to go Paladin Sword.
Well, we have yesterday we saw a carrier that really loved his lifesteal. So this is another one of those heroes that could very easily just refill their health pool instantly with one big crit.
And it's gonna be that the blur evasion talent, even though there's already an MK. Of course, the MKB is 75%. It's still kind of a high percent chance to miss every 4th hit.
Do you want to go into the elaborate maths of the percent on percent? You know what would happen? You'd almost calculate it perfectly, but considering there's an 84% chance to miss the PA, it wouldn't work. Hagen's already gone. That was a big crit. BKB Arena to cover him as he comes back up. Jump in's going to be there. The burst of Broom. Storm Spirit's gone for the second time. B2 will get through Puppy, but the BKB's running on Secret. There's no one else they can target. Instead, Secret will now pursue Na'Vi, who need to get out quickly. Dragon Tail's going to connect. The jump in, one crit, which is the deal. Always want to fly, is going to die. B2 trying to jump into the PA, will turn and fight. With the life still coming out, it's enough. Slark is stunned up for a long time. The follow-up stun, good enough to bring him low. Has to move away. General's being ignored. They want the big fish himself. Iceberg with this flyback, trying to find maximum value. Silent up on the PA, but he's going to turn around and fight. They found the kill in the Slark, but Timmerman not able to move across just yet. Zai with the ultra kill. Punishing the side of Na'Vi, is going to hunt forward, looking for more. Yapsaw in with the arrow through. Iceberg able to dodge it just about. But having a fight in that type of area is just enables Secret to look towards your base quickly.
Are fortified.
Yeah, they initially kind of just wait.
Just storm pick. Oh no!
Middle tower is under
They
attack.
know. They see him.
Iceberg.
Radiant's middle
Get out of there.
has fallen.
Okay, he's gonna make it out. That was a little bit too close for comfort, though.
Yeah, finding that storm right there so quickly and not having to.
At least he makes up for a little bit there. Make sure they don't lose any of the base, but it kind of shows how vulnerable Iceberg is in this game, right? Like I think it. Like we said before, yeah, you were right. You were just right too early. You remember when we had that Slark engagement where he went down awkwardly earlier on, and you said they have to kill all the other opponents first. I mean, we just got a preview of how cleanly Secret can do that.
Yeah, if they bring down, you know, start of the fight, then it is gonna become. Zai also, he hasn't died this game. Not like by any stretch.
Dire's courier has been killed.
We got the Phoenix, and Slark is sort of dubious. Go both ways, but
They're still a little bit more vulnerable because they did actually just snipe out almost a completed Solar Crest alongside a kill on Puppy. So see if they can actually capitalize on that. It feels unlikely because right now Na'Vi, it's almost like they just need to get that next item that gives them that way of locking in and finding one of these big cores.
Iceberg now at least getting very close. Back to base. Buy the BKB once you saw one of these. No.
Meanwhile, on the other side, the mid component of Secret, he's about to have his Heaven's Output complete. In this type of game, if you get on the Slark like that, then this completely makes sense with the blur, because nobody else on the side of Na'Vi are going to be able to hit the Timberman at all.
Okay, so Timberman, he's just gonna. What a
controlled and responsible choice.
I was gonna say what a chicken move.
Coward, yeah.
I had much higher thoughts of. No, it's
We done the maths. We were figuring out how many rapiers it was going to take for this Slark to break when he has them in his inventory. We went the whole mile. And Matsuma Man, he takes the safe route.
Yeah, I mean, it does make sense. This really want to have some more sustain. You don't want to be just pulled by the Storm Spirit immediately dead. The status resist kind of help you quite a bit.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And the
attack.
Paladin Sword. Think with that again.
You ever think there was maybe a stern talking after that series against Alliance, even though they won it?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's like Matsuma
Radiant's
Man,
bottom tower
don't do that again, buddy. Okay, that's a one-off gamble. And once the enemy team knows what's happening, they're not going to stack all the rapiers on one hero.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Kind of mood secret are in. Never know what these.
They know where he is. General's got the invis rune as well. B2's making a little bit obvious. It's like I'll be able to back up. Have you ever had, like, what is the most outraged your teammates have ever been when you bought a rapier? There must be like one where they were like, why did you, what was the thinking behind this item choice?
I mean, in matchmaking, it happened on
Oh yeah. Well, we know matchmaking happens all the time.
numerous occasions, but
We want the
actual
deep-
games. I'm not sure if I've ever like bought just
Then
casual rape. I'm sure I have at some point. I played a lot of gyro, so I'm sure I have at some point, bought
Always the
the
case.
semi-unnecessary raper that makes the game a bit scarier than it has to be.
You might have to pause your thoughts. They're fighting. General had to BKB here. They did throw down the tombstone. Who's going to get the better side of this, though? Nisha is moving in. He's hit up by the burn, so he's not able to blink forward. He'll be able to back away. I mean, it was a BKB, but it's BKB for the Elder Dragon form. So there's never been one of those ones where your teammates screamed this was a bad item pickup. You shouldn't have built the rapier in this one.
There's something like in my brain like saying that the EBD probably at some point has like, why did you do that? There's just like something, I'm not even sure if it's true.
It just makes sound like you're brainwashed by PPD.
No, it's just like it's like the voice of him saying, like why, or
okay.
questioning. It's just like
It's like one of those strong ones that sticks with you. Like Bulldog and Runes, right? Just, it echoes in your mind. All that. Secret now just backing up. With the Elder Dragon form on cooldown, they are reluctant to fight. And sniped out Yapsul Scoria. That was the complete E-Blade, so a dicey situation for him, missing a big chunk of his change, and also keep in mind, he still doesn't have buyback for 3 minutes. Wait, 3 minutes? No, sorry, it's buyback on cooldown. Not cooldown, word. He doesn't have the money. There we go. That's what I was like. Word hard, me not good.
Herc Dirk. Word.
How do of word of do?
Tommy man, he's getting closer. Finds a leveler too. Yeah, I think this item is very nice. Attack speed is not that amazing. You don't buy any attack speed items except for treads. Rely on the Phantom Strike. Whenever you're like chasing someone and then having this added attack speed, also of course for the buildings, but
in general, yeah, it's that fact that you become less reliant on the Phantom Strike, which means you can also kind of save it as your get out of jail free card. Also, they found a timeless relic on a DK. Like, boy, it was looking spicy for secret.
third Rockman here.
No axe though.
This Roche has to be by both teams. We get it. They get the rapier off Tommy man, and it's gonna be some scary 5 minutes for you.
It has been contested by the valiant efforts of the Wild Wing Ripper community. It was him. He scared Secret entirely out of that pit.
I think this has to be Puppy's favorite item in the with the Shaco.
Oh yeah, as an Undying as well.
Either that or the magic lamp. It's just like it just screams Puppy, It's
yeah,
just
but look
like,
his mana pool.
I'm tank. me tank. I go in. Guys.
Yeah, but Pycat, in this type of game, like 2 spells, he's going to be scratching his head going, what mana, how use? Like, look.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he just got rid of it. He's like, no, it's a bad idea. I don't have enough mana to mech plus my combo. So I've given it to Zai instead.
Why is Puppy carrying 4 neutral items?
You can't decide, man. Just stop pressuring him. There's so
Why
many
does he
good
have the orbital destruction in it?
That casual punch he goes in that'll set up a crit that one hits someone.
Is it the value for if they win a fight, then Puppy busts out the orbital correction, hit the tower, and add?
That could be.
Added value.
Someone's got to be thinking on the next level, right? You knew it'd be Puppy. Everyone else are like, nowadays, they just like, which one, maybe 2 items do I want? He's sitting there, 3 or 4, just juggle them around.
There we go. Fan is created a game.
But is 1 enough gaming? Well, 1 is definitely enough game, good lord.
Radiant's
But Navi, they weren't expecting this. It's too late. Egg's gonna go down, but they already got Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher.
Dire's middle tower is
And
under
that means you now do not have Egg for a noteworthy amount of time.
Yeah, but Matoma, man, he committed the Phantoms, right? He has to wait now for an...
That's true. For
Wait a minute.
Another 0 seconds.
Wait a minute, this hero has no cooldowns.
Hold on. Well, that's unfair. Blur is 45 seconds, Pycat, okay? He had to put on cooldown.
They do have to wait for the DK form at least.
And there is the BKB, but it's a measly 40 seconds, and that's going to be at least half-a-minute window where you can try and jump on top of Na'Vi and just punish them for this.
Yeah, and Iceberg is going for this Axe build with the Vortex. Extra seconds. Just to add a bit more control. Maybe pull them all into Egg or just allow Slark to
The big brain plays, you do on the edge of the arena and you keep pulling them into the wall. Actually, does that break the vortex? I want, because there's a bunch of things that like break on the arena wall.
I honestly don't. Zai though, he's got the Witless Echo. He's sitting at 4.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
No boost though.
50 armor.
Who needs it? You just park somewhere. I suppose jump on and put the man. Trying to bring him low enough, but a lot of this means they just don't have the damage. Kill him once. Do you want to see what he'll do to you on the second try? I don't think I'll want to be in the neighborhood when he turns around.
35-42.
A reasonable number. Dragon again, jump in, BKB's activated, they're trying to pin him, they pin him against the tower, not the wall though, and he's just going to stand his ground. EA down to half HP with the BKB activated, moving on the general, will try and make sure he's facing towards the Phantom Assassin beat soon, with the Shadow Dance now turning on the Timber Man as the BKB runs out. Puppy able to move away, and the Egg once again, not really achieving anything, at least forces Secret back, but Na'Vi, they just committed a lot, while Secret, not really cooldown reliant, are they?
Yeah, Matomaman, I mean, he kind of found the worst target possible. Trying to go kill this bars with the AC and stands his ground and faces the peak. Even with a Rapier Desolator, the leveler not even dealing that.
No, it's an attempt that would take far, far too long. Because that's the thing, when the magic immunity is gone, you know that Na'Vi have the magical damage to just burst through this PA. It's why it feels almost like Secret need to try and find some big value out of this Aegis, right? They have to get a lane, considering they've invested in this Rapier the way they have.
I mean, that's what you think.
But if he gets enough gold, the problem is he's queued up an axe. Okay, okay. So now he doesn't need it. We can have the level up, but also these spider legs. He did sell his boots, so it looks like he's more committed to the spider legs than the leveler. Now bringing this top wave, so they want to try and expose the base. It would mean that, you know, at this stage in the game, Na'Vi, if they lose one fight, Secret could have the means to just end the game.
Backdooring the...
I mean, you're a +1 hero. Like,
has fallen.
everyone knows this patch is all about the +1 heroes, Pycat. I need. No, the best one is the one afterwards that nerfs the crap out of Cosmo's relevance. But Timberman jumped in on, trying to burst through. They've got the first life. Storm is stunned up though. They're trying to keep him alive. Rena's going to go down. Storm's 3 is dead though. B2 trying to dish out the damage with Timberman. Look for the target. General standing his ground to get rid of the tombstone. And Timberman down for the second time. They're going to find him. Puppey is also going to fall. Zai trying to move away, but that means they're leaving Nisha behind. Arrow through is blocked by the creep from Chen. Nisha down to half HP, soon to be to 0. And they're hunting for more. Always want to fly, keeps an eye on Zai. He's at least able to TP away. Yapsel doing the same. But this is a big problem, because not only did you fail to breach their base, but you just gave a rapier to the Slark. Wait a second. Wait, oh, sorry. No, this is Batumama. Okay. It's halfway to being a solution because he just gave a rapier to the Slark.
Yeah, this does look a little bit different, but once again in that fight, and doesn't really have a good target. Chen, he's got the Ghost Scepter, and without a nullifier.
Is under attack.
Can't hit the Slark because he's in Shadow Dance. Can't hit Mars. Not doing any damage to him. Can't use the panic to life steal. Doesn't have a target to hit and get his life back. Down way too quick. I mean, it looked amazing since Iceberg died and he doesn't have buyback. Now all of a sudden, Navi are the ones with the
I mean, this
very good winning chances.
Yeah, I mean, they've definitely pivot back into this. But you're being a bit unfair, pal. I mean, have a look. This is a 4-slotted Phantom Assassin. What do you want from him? You know, he's only... See? He's only just got boots of speed. That's hard life. Jump in. Die. That burst through him pretty quick. Down half HP, but have you got what it takes to get through the rest of him? Instead, they just start hitting the building. Here he is up. B2 needs to be a little bit careful here. Shadow Dance, BKB will escape. He says, I'm not giving this back. Okay, no refunds with Superman. Egg will go off. You always want to fly, but Nisha looks the wrong way. He will get out.
Stupendous!
Radiant are scanning.
Gotta somehow find this Slark. Not gonna be easy. The guy is tough to kill. Got all this. Got the Mark AC. Just egg whenever, and of course the status resist or HP.
It just doesn't take him long to get through targets. He found.
He just goes for it.
Okay.
Goes for the Abyssal, so he's gonna have that Abyssal now. Mark, he sells his boot. He carries just, you know, buybacks, boots. Nah.
I just love the
Not for me, man. And he actually goes for the extra Shadow Dance duration. It's something you don't see. It's not that common, I would say, but this game it definitely does make sense.
I mean, yeah, like how many stacks are you really gonna get if you're 4-hitting people, right? It's not worth it. That extra second though, especially with the extra heals that come out, right? Because of the Divine Favor interactions, like it could easily save his life. I wonder, if he loses this rapier, will we see him go for the Boots of Regret as they will now come to be known? Because Batumman, he hasn't upgraded his Boots of Regret, so it looks like he just wants a new rapier again.
Yeah, I mean, you know how this works.
He'd sell them again anyway, so why upgrade them?
Where's the party?
The awkward issue...
25 seconds.
Possibly. The awkward issue also with man has...
respawn. Okay.
Yeah. Red, minimum, yellow, definitive. And I'll just say that the awkward part in this one as well, right, is like if you feed over Divine Rapiers, Slark's probably not going to get overloaded because Mars is quite a good carrier of Rapiers as well.
Yeah, in this game, the Mars, he would... If the happens to spawn also, which it will since it's the 4th one.
Oh, jump in. Pistol control. Zai pinned on the high ground. They got the damage though. Nice E-blade save from Yapsel. Chain out is going to be a fail though. Zai in a lot of trouble. He's going to fall. Turns out 4,000 health is not enough to save the Timbersaw.
Kind of just working.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Kind of crazy to think that's Zai's first death. I really like the fact that Yapsel played. Very good way of trying to help you.
Oh, the Carnage though. The Carnage. BKB TP away.
initial range was... That was...
Well, I thought maybe they try and pivot that into a mid push. I mean, they could shift across there quickly now knowing that Zai's gone for 60 and there's no BKB now Nisha. But it seems like Na'Vi, they're kind of in a chill mode. They want to see Secret just come out and punish themselves, essentially.
And they just started it out. Top. Slark and the Alpha Wolf.
Everyone is kind of machine gun moding this one down. The auras. Toughness aura, pack lead aura, speed aura.
Immortality.
I believe, yeah, they did actually give the Ags to the Slark. I wondered. Just pouncing around for poor Puppy. They look in all the wrong places. It looks like he just dodged death. But they are, you know, they're close to maybe having a way back in, Bear. With Timberman.
Ah, yes.
We're almost there. Now the question is, who's going to die first? Because we've seen that both teams have the means to kill these POS ones off pretty quick. Pretty clean.
Yeah, I just feel like the Slark is in such a good place, though. Shadow Dance is very difficult. Now with the Axe, the Agent. The tough one to...
It is. The one catch here, right, is if you chain stun Slark, there is no kind of immediate save. Of course, this Aegis is your save it for the next few minutes. But if you can wait that out, like there's still a clear kind of path to victory in these fights for Secret.
Yeah, I do think that this starts to become when try to kill some of the other. That is not that easy. That's on mental. Queuing up the Ags next.
We'll see if another one ends up going the way enough. I just love how we're always going to have this repeat pattern. It's like Rapier and then Ags, Rapier and then Ags, and Nisha. Uh-oh. We see the weakness of 50-minute games. Nobody has detection. Nisha. He has got the TP. He's going to blink TP away, but Icebox sees him. He just gets a grab on him as he's about to complete the TP. Dead for 100 seconds. Meanwhile, mid.
Scouting there by Iceberg.
Uh-oh. Now, this is not ideal, because even if Zai gets away, how many stacks are you going to give across the V-Tune? Not as many as he would have liked, so he does actually get away from it, but the Aeon Disc has been popped. So even Zai might not be able to stand between V-Tune and these buildings.
Kind of forced it a buyback here.
Actually not gone that impressive yet for V-Tune. Arrow Fruit does connect on the general, but this Brax is fallen. You can buy a little bit of time, but unless you're willing to commit the buyback on the Dragon Knight, V-Tune is not going to leave. Jump in, Iceberg, 104, the missile, pounce in, Undying, it's gone. Buyback from Nisha, too late to change that, and the egg down zones away the rest of Secret, covering V-Tune's escape. But the Dragon Tail stun, Phoenix in a bit of trouble, Crane down, getting one of the arrow through, and they've got to try and save him. Marina's going to go down, but they've lost the Phoenix. Can they find anything in return? They pin one against the wall, but Timberman dragged in. He only just got another Rapier that's gone again. And now they're going to find more. They'll clean up Zai as well. Now they can just hit onto the throne. We're not going to reach 3 Rapier territory. It looks like 2 is enough for Na'Vi to take the game.
Dire's Ancient is under attack. Navi.
Yeah, General also finishing there with the Rapier of his own.